you say we switch it up, leave that halo behind and let's roll. Let's roll.
Alright, I'm here today. I'm going to teach you how to build a good bonfire. Some of the stuff you want to keep in mind is your surroundings. As you can see, we're pretty far from other wood, so you don't have to worry about any of that catching on fire. And it's a good day because the grass around it is pretty damp. Also, you don't want to get too close to buildings. This building, my house right here, is pretty close, but I don't think we'll have to worry about that catching on fire. If it does, it'll be fine. So first of all, the first step you want to do is you want to get your stuff that's going to start your fire. So we're going to take this newspaper that I read this afternoon. It has nothing but garbage in it. And we're going to rip it up into more finer pieces because that's going to be easier to light. So we're just going to make a bunch of these little balls of paper. We're just going to start piling them up because then we're going to take our wood and make a teepee out of it. And I believe there's many methods that you can use to build your fire, but I believe that the teepee works the best. Might as well just get a little more paper. And you don't even have to rip it all away. You can just crunch it up into a nice big ball. It just makes it so that the air can get to it a little better. Alright, so the next step we're going to do is now you're ready to add your wood. And for this, you want to make sure that you have dry wood. Otherwise, your wet wood, you're going to have a tough time lighting your fire, getting it to get bigger, and it's also going to create smoke. So we're going to bust these up into smaller pieces, and also by doing this, it breaks it apart so you can really get inside the wood, and that also helps to light it and get it going. So we'll just bust up some of these.
Ooh.
Maybe not this one. You just want some smaller ones, and then it's good to have some big ones on top of that. Alright, so now, like I said, it doesn't really have to be like an Indian teepee. You just want to make kind of the general idea, basically, because the fire is going to rise, and it's going to rise up from the paper into the wood, and that's what you want to get a nice hot fire, because you're allowing it to get the maximum amount of oxygen. So I'll finish making this teepee here. And then as you start to use up your little pieces, that's when you want to start going bigger, because the bigger pieces are going to give you more, basically, fuel to your fire. For now, we're just going to put these bigger pieces around the side because we can always add those as the fire gets bigger. Okay, so that's basically how you want your fire to look from the beginning. And then the best part about it is putting on this stuff, which basically ensures that you will make your fire and it will make it awesome. So we're going to put a pretty good amount of this on the fire. You want to be careful because you can burn your face off. Just don't be stupid with it. Whoops. just kind of get it a little soaked up. Alright, that should be plenty. I don't think you'll need much more than that. And then you take your match, and this is what's going to light your fire for you. And when you do this, you don't want to get your face too close to the fire. There. It's going, that should be plenty. So now your fire is going to go pretty good for quite a while. We'll just let that burn and kind of get started and make sure it's going to keep going. Alright, so we're down here in the woodshed, just picking out some good wood. Chopped all this wood this summer, all just for bonfires, because you know I like to have a good time. So we're going to just pick some smaller chunks now. We don't really intend on having the biggest fire ever. So now, we'll walk this back up to our fire. As you can see up there, it's burning pretty good. Might want to get the diesel fuel can out of the way before that goes up. Okay, now that this fire is burning pretty good, as you can tell, we're going to get this out of the way. We're going to add our wood on, and this is some more dry logs. And they're pretty good. They're a pretty good step up from this little kindling that we put on there. So now we're just going to keep putting this on, and our teepee kind of fell, but you don't have to worry about that because you got good dry wood in there, and it's going to take quite a bit for that to go out. So basically, I'll just go over an overview of the stuff that you'll want. You're going to want your newspaper, your dry wood, and the smaller wood is called kindling. And then you're just going to gradually step up. And then if you want, it's your choice. You can go with the fuel, but just be careful. Alright, so this is basically all there is to it. It's not that hard. It's pretty fun to do. Alright, and that is how you build a good fire. So now you're ready to call up your buddies, get them out here, get some s'mores, and have a good time. You also may want a poker. That way you can move your fire around wherever you want and get the coals nice and hot. And that's all.